Alright, getting ready to film some Marvel Zombies videos. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to run 6 heroes under my control. And if one of them dies, that hero is permanently out of the roster. And I have to start over on that quest and try again. And I cannot be the same heroes that were in that quest initially. Whichever hero dies is out. I can't play that one anymore. I'm going to try and go through each box, each campaign, in each mode. I don't know how long that'll take or if I'll get bored with that undertaking, but right now I'm going to start with the 6 from the core box. So we have Hulk, Deadpool, Iron Man, Wasp, Captain Marvel, and Captain America. That's going to be my first team. This should be relatively easy. The tutorial quest isn't that difficult, especially with 6 zombie heroes, but we will see where we go, where we end up, which characters die, etc. I will have Kickstarter exclusive and stretch goal stuff when appropriate in the decks. There might be bystanders you'll see that are not in the original core box. Also, just like the zombies, if a hero dies in battle, I'm going to eliminate them from this deck. Now, I have plenty here. I should be able to get through each mission without needing any. If I need to have some come back, I'll figure out what to do then. But I'm just going to move along with the story that eliminated zombies are gone and eliminated heroes. Actually, if I eliminate a hero, I will put that zombie hero into the rotation of zombies I can play. Oh, interesting. Yes. I'm also going to try something else that I'm not going to spoil in the beginning, just because watching miniatures static and me playing games and stuff might need a little boost or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I just have an idea. The first hero featured in today's game is going to be the Hulk. The Hulk, the strongest man-like creature on Earth. Real name Robert Bruce Banner. His occupation, scientist, wanderer. Base, mobile. Height, 7 feet, weight, 1,040 pounds, eyes green, hair green. First appearance, Incredible Hulk #1, May 1962. A child prodigy, Bruce Banner grew up in an abusive household, one that would have a profound long-term effect on his psyche. An introverted child, Bruce was ill-equipped to deal with the outbursts of his father, who called young Bruce a monster and terrorized both him and his mother. Bruce developed a multiple personality disorder, repressing all of his negative emotions when the trauma became too much to take. This cycle of abuse continued until the day Brian Banner slew his wife in a fit of rage. Thereafter, Bruce was shuttled from relative to relative and grew ever more socially awkward, even as his remarkable intellect became more apparent. And because it would feel weird to do anything different, Hulk is going to be represented by green. Our next zombie hero, represented by blue, is going to be Captain America. Captain America, living legend of World War II. Real name, Steve Rogers. Occupation, adventurer. Base, Brooklyn, New York. Stark Tower, aka Avengers Tower, Manhattan, New York. Height, 6 foot 2 inches. Weight, 240 pounds. Eyes blue, hair blonde. First appearance, Captain America Comics #1, March 1941. In the late 1930s, with the threat of World War looming in Europe, the American High Command embarked upon a program to create the perfect soldier. Project Rebirth, spearheaded by Dr. Abraham Erskine, was intended to create a battalion of supreme fighting men, stronger and more resilient than normal soldiers, expertly trained and equipped, a bulwark against Nazi aggression. The first test subject for Erskine's revolutionary super soldier serum was a young would-be artist named Steve Rogers, who had attempted to enlist but had been turned away, classified as 4F because of his physical frailty. Represented by red is going to be Deadpool. Deadpool, the unstoppable merc with a mouth. Real name Wade Wilson. Occupation mercenary. Base mobile. Height 6 foot 2 inches. Weight 210 pounds. Eyes brown. Hair none. First appearance New Mutants #98, February 1991. Diagnosed with cancer, ex-soldier Wade Wilson allowed Weapon X scientists to try and cure him by recreating Wolverine's mutant healing factor. The procedure worked, giving Wade advanced regenerative abilities, but it also left him physically and mentally scarred. Adopting the name Deadpool, Wade became an ineffective, if wildly unpredictable mercenary, with a deranged sense of humor and the uncanny ability to sense another world outside his reality. Represented by yellow is going to be Iron Man. Iron Man, the Armored Avenger. Real name, Anthony Stark. Occupation, businessman and philanthropist, hero, and leader of the Avengers. Base, Stark Tower, aka Avengers Tower, Manhattan, New York. Height, 6 foot 1 inch. Weight, 225 pounds. Eyes blue, hair black. First appearance, Tales of Suspense, number 39, March 1963. Billionaire industrialist and philanthropist Tony Stark is perhaps the most influential superpowered individual on the planet. While Professor X has the respect of the Earth's mutant community, Stark's work as Iron Man, his long-term membership of the Avengers, and position as head of the Stark International arguably gives him even wider authority. Represented by orange is going to be Wasp. Wasp, buzziest hero of the Avengers team. Real name Janet Van Dyne, occupation adventurer and fashion designer. Base Avengers Mansion, New York City, Cresskill, New Jersey, and later Oxford, England. Height 5 foot 4 inches, weight 110 pounds, eyes blue, hair auburn. First appearance Tales to Astonish number 44, June 1963. Janet Van Dyne was with her scientist father, Vernon, when he visited Dr. Henry Pym to ask him to collaborate on a project. Vernon wanted to use an energy beam to detect signals from extraterrestrial civilizations. Pym declined, but was attracted to Janet, who reminded him of his late wife Maria. Van Dyne went ahead with this experiment, but a criminal from the Cosmosian race tracked Van Dyne's beam to Earth and murdered him. And represented by purple is going to be Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, formerly Miss Marvel of the Avengers. Real name Carol Danvers, occupation adventurer, base New York City. Height 5 foot 11 inches, weight 124 pounds, eyes blue, hair blonde. First appearance Miss Marvel number 1, January 1977. The Captain Marvel character's first appearance, Marvel Superheroes number 13, March 1968, and the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel was Avenging Spider-Man number 9, July 2012. The first Captain Marvel was the Kree warrior Captain Mar-Vell. Several others followed in his wake, including Monica Rambeau, also known as Pulsar, Photon, and Spectrum, and Mar-Vell's own son, Janice Vell. But it is the former Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers, who has made the role her own. Right, we are ready to go. Once the infection takes you, there is no coming back. All you can do is accept the new existence. Accept this perpetual need to eat. If you let it go too long, then the hunger leads to uncontrollable madness. We don't want to eat them, but we need to be able to think to figure this out. Maybe just one or two, then we can formulate a plan. Yeah, just a couple to keep the hunger at bay. My objectives are as follows. A new existence. Accomplish these objectives in order. First, I must devour all bystanders. The game is lost if any bystander escapes the map. Second, escape via the exit with all zombie heroes. Any zombie hero may leave through this zone for free at the end of their turn as long as there are no enemies in it. The special rules are lockdown. The blue door, right there, cannot be opened until the blue objective has been taken. It gives 5 experience to the zombie hero who takes it. Just some stuff before we get started about Marvel Zombies. Here's why Thor is never as cool as Hulk. He can't even hit the Silver Surfer and do much damage. Even broke Mjolnir. What a chump. But Hulk, on the other hand, he won't really have a problem. Just kind of eats his head. And that is why Hulk is always better than Thor. In fact, in the Hulk comic where Thor was supposedly confirmed to be stronger than the Hulk, Thor had to take on the Hulk's powers and transfer his powers to Hulk to quote-unquote beat him. So technically, he had to be the Hulk to beat himself, which shows that Hulk is stronger. So yeah, Thor's lame. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this game. Regarding Marvel Zombies, though, there was a little bit of trouble with DC, and that was because of the first infected that showed up in the comics. I'll show you the drawing. It looked a little familiar to DC, so they had to alter it for the issue to be released. Now, DC was supposedly not too pleased with that reference that Superman picture was a photoshopped image of the following image where Sentry replaced Superman in the initial outbreak. And finally, before I get started, the Marvel Zombies comic itself was written by somebody who might be familiar to you if you like zombie fiction. It's Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead. Because crayons were more readily available with the help of red, orange, green, yellow, and indigo, I'm going to keep track of who lives, who dies, etc. for this campaign. Because I like to be consistent, I'm probably going to use crayons now every time I do these videos. Ready to begin. First off, everybody's hunger track increases. They are all at 1 hunger and 0 experience. And we're going to start with the best, Hulk. All activation tokens are refreshed. Hulk is going to spend 1 action here, 1 action to open the door, which spawns enemies and bystanders. Alright, there's only 1 spawn point in this building, so we are going to spawn 2 guards because we are on the blue threat level. And our bystander is going to be Bob, Agent of Hydra. There's Bob, right there. Agent of Hydra. Bob, Agent of Hydra, a.k.a. Donkey. Real name, Bob Dobalina. Occupation, mercenary, janitor, former pirate, terrorist, amateur botanist. Base, mobile. Agency X building in Manhattan. Shield helicarrier. Hydra base in Pakistan, south of Hyderabad. Height, 5'8". Weight, 175 pounds. Eyes brown, hair brown. First appearance, Cable in Deadpool number 38, March 2007. Bob, Agent of Hydra, was a sidekick of Deadpool. A cowardly young man, Bob was persuaded into joining the criminal organization Hydra by his wife, Allison Dobalina, who accused him of not being able to hold a steady job. The thought of a stable career with a dental plan also appealed to Bob, though he was disappointed to find out Hydra does not offer full dental like AIM. During Deadpool's assault on Pakistan Hydra base, he ran into Bob and coerced him into helping him. Bob was hesitant, as Hydra would not allow him back into the organization after having betrayed them. But Deadpool, 4 inches tall at the time, tortured him with a security card until he relented. He then forced Bob to fly them to safety in one of Hydra's jets, though Bob did not know how to pilot an aircraft. And with my 3rd action, I'm going to gain a zombie trait. Self-cannibalize. Discard and suffer 1 wound during your turn to perform a free action. Hulk is finished. Alright, and number 2, we're just going to go down the line here with Captain America. Action number 1 is going to be move here, and we're going to move there, and he has a range of 3, and he's got line of sight to them, so we're going to take a roll here. It's going to be 2 dice. No, that's the accuracy, not the range. So he took 1, 2, and I guess as his 3rd action, he will also gain a zombie trait. Resist hunger. Discard during your turn, decreases hunger by 1. He is done. We're going to move to, who do we have? Do we have anybody with range? No, Iron Man, of course. Let's do Iron Man. He will activate and go. No, we're going to go Deadpool. Deadpool's first action, 1, 2, and then Deadpool will open this door as his 3rd action. And he's finished. Iron Man will now go. Action 1, action 2, and then we'll shoot into there. Alright, he has a hunger level of 1, so he gets an extra die for the hunger. It is a base dice of 3. Has a range of 0 to 1. On a 4+, he hits. Alright, there's 2 hits, and his hunger goes up by 1. So he does a toughness equal to 2, which is one of the guards is gone. Iron Man gets an experience. And after attacking with Repulsor Blast, he has after attacking with Missile Wave, you may push all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. So we'll push the guard into Deadpool's zone. Thus, Iron Man is done. Alright, Wasp. Oh, she had ranged as well. We're going to do, we're going to activate Wasp. We'll go here. Then with her attack, it's 2 dice plus 1 for hunger. And she is going to do Wasp Sting. On a 3 or higher, she hits. Alright, so that was 3 hits, more than enough. Because her accuracy was 3+. And that's her 2nd action. As her 3rd, she'll gain a zombie trait as well. Ambush. Spawn 1 trooper in your zone, then draw another trait card. Well, lame. Insatiable. Discard after attacking and increase hunger to reroll any dice. Alright, she is finished. Well, Captain Marvel's going to have to finish off this trooper here. Hulk's going to be in a bad spot. He's in a spawn zone. Okay, Captain Marvel is going to do Mighty Punches. Each time you attack with Mighty Punches, you may eliminate one trooper or specialist in your zone. So, she's going to attack. We'll see if the hunger goes up. No, she's got enough hits anyway. But with Energy Blast, dude's dead. Get one, and then that's one action, two actions. We'll get her a zombie trait as well. Feast. Discard when performing a Devour attack. This attack may eliminate more than one enemy. Target priority applies. Interesting. Alright, that was the first player phase. It is now the enemy phase. The first step of the enemy phase is activate enemies. Each enemy and bystander activates and spends their actions on either an attack or move, depending on the situation. So he's just a bystander, he just moves one space. And now we will spawn enemies. First up in number 1 is going to be a superhero. Okay, and we get, not this stack, Thor. Thor, the Asgardian god of thunder. Real name, Thor Odinson. Alias, Donald Blake, Eric Masterson, Jake Olsen. Occupation, god of thunder. Base, Asgard. Height, 6 foot 6 inches. Weight, 640 pounds. Eyes blue, hair blonde. First appearance, Journey into Mystery, number 83, August 1962. Thor was the god of thunder, the beloved champion of Asgard, and a figure of worship among the ancient Norse. He was born to Odin, the ruler, Allfather, of Asgard and Gaia, the mother goddess of earth, a place known to the Asgardians as Midgard. Thor loved his people, but when he discovered they were stuck in an endless repeating cycle, he broke it by triggering their destruction in the end battle of Ragnarok. Now we spawn on Hulk's zone. Oh, 2 troopers. Remember how I said Hulk was in a bad spot? Not really. Those troopers are chumps. Alright, turn 2. Hunger levels go up by 1. Stupid Iron Man's almost ravenous. Flip over the activation tokens. We're going to start with Captain America this time. Each time enemies attack your zone. Okay, it doesn't really matter. We're going to go here. And we are going to try Vibranium Shield. He's got 2 hunger, so 2 dice. Vibranium Shield 2. 3s or higher, he hits. So he's got 2 hunger and 2 hits. So he is now ravenous. Great. Gets 2 experience, though. So the only other action he can perform is move. He's going to move here, and he takes a wound because he's ravenous. Alright. Next up, we're going to do Iron Man, and he's going to go 1, 2, and with his ranged attack, he's going to try and attack Thor. Now, he probably won't be able to kill him. 1, 2, 3 for the level of hunger. Well, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and the reason you might be able to get Thor, whose toughness is 5. Alright, well, that's not a great roll for him. 4s or higher. Not a single 4. So that was a terrible roll. However, Repulsor Blast. After attacking with Missile Wave, you may push all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. Because there are no rules for pushing in just being away from, I'm going to say that he is pushed into this zone because it just says in an adjacent zone. So now he's in with Deadpool and them. So we are going to do Deadpool next. Once during your turn, you may increase hunger to draw 1 zombie trait. Okay, well, as his action, he's going to draw a zombie trait. Increases hunger. We're going to do adapting to the hunger. Discard before attacking and increase hunger. Enemies suffer -1 toughness to a minimum of 1. Well, we're going to do that. Make Deadpool ravenous. And we're going to increase his hunger up to 4. Now he can only do a Devour attack. But Thor's toughness is now going to be decreased by 1. So he's got a toughness of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Devour adds 1 die. So he's got to get 4 successes. 4s or higher. And that is not 4 successes. That is only 3. So that's 1, 2 actions. Well, I don't believe it's an action to use the zombie trait. Yeah, using a zombie trait is not listed in the actions list. So first he did his adapting to the hunger, which was not an action. During your turn, you may increase your hunger level to draw a zombie trait, because it does not say action. Alright, so he just did 1 attack. He's got 2 actions left. We're going to try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can only move and devour, so he's got 2 chances to devour Thor here. But his toughness is back up to 5. So nope. And again. Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh, 4+. That's a success. So there's 5. 5 hits. Thor is devoured with a toughness of 5. So hunger drops down to 0. And Thor has now joined the rank of zombie, and I can recruit him in future missions if needed. But he's Thor, so probably won't need him. I need good people. People that survive, people that are tough. Alright, so that's Deadpool. Now we are going to do Hulk, and he's going to 1, 2, and attempt to devour this bystander. 2 dice normally. On a 4 or more, he gets it. Enemies have -1 toughness. Bystanders are not enemies. Okay, well, 6 and 4. Oh, Deadpool gets 5 experience. Alright. And Hulk consumes Bob, Agent of Hydra. That's not Hulk. Alright. Before performing a ranged attack, you may increase hunger to have enemies suffer -1 toughness. Hulk has no ranged attacks. But Hulk did devour him, so his hunger is down to 0. And that is Hulk's turn. We're going to send Wasp in for 1, 2, 3. And I believe she can just interact with the objective token. Nope, that is an action. She cannot this turn. But we'll just move Captain Marvel to here. We can't open the blue door yet, so we will end the turn. Enemy phase, no enemies to activate. So now we will spawn, starting at number 1. We've got Guard Rush. Spawn and then activate. 1 guard. He activates and he moves. He only specialists and superheroes get extra actions. And then the second will be Sidearm. Troopers open fire. All troopers perform 1 sidearm attack, targeting only zombie heroes. So, none spawn. That's it. As I said, this tutorial does not seem too dangerous. Hulk is active, hunger is up. Captain America is active, hunger is max, he's ravenous. Hulk is active, hunger is up. Or, Deadpool, not everybody's Hulk. Iron Man is active, hunger is up, he is now ravenous. Wasp is active, hunger is up. Captain Marvel is active, hunger is up. Alright, Hulk has low hunger, so we're going to activate Hulk first. No, we're going to activate Iron Man first, and he's going to attempt to devour. So he gets 4 dice plus 1, and he's got to get 2 successes. And there is on 4 or more he hits, so 5 and 4 is devoured. The extra hunger is ignored. He goes down, gets an experience. This dude's gone. I might have forgotten to give Captain America an experience. I don't know. No, because he killed 2 troopers. Alright, so that's 1 action. And I guess he can't really do anything else, so we're going to gain a zombie trait. He can only gain 1 per turn per action. Discard during your turn. Perform 1 free devour attack. That is Quick Bite. And he's going to just end. Should have activated Wasp first. Wasp is going to activate. She's going to interact with the objective token. So she has the blue objective token. This door is now unlocked. So action number 2, 3, she is done. Captain Marvel is going to open the door. Well, flip her over when she's done. We're going to flip that. It is now unlocked, and we spawn. So first, we'll spawn up here. Superhero, and it's going to be Miles Morales. Okay. Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Spider-Man, aka Captain Universe, Shadow Spider, or, as he was originally known, Ultimate Spider-Man. Name, Miles Gonzalo Morales. Occupation, adventurer, student, vigilante, herald of Anansi. Base of operations, Brooklyn Visions Academy in Brooklyn, New York City, New York, Earth 616, and the Champion's Mobile Bunker. Height is 5'8", weight is 160 pounds, eyes brown, hair black. First appearance in the classic Spider-Man suit was Ultimate Fallout number 4, or his first appearance was Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 7 in 2009. Miles Morales is a teenager from Brooklyn who was bitten by a genetically altered spider and became Earth 1610's Spider-Man following the supposed death of that reality's Peter Parker. After the multiverse was destroyed and subsequently rebuilt, Miles Morales, along with his friends and family, were transported to Earth 616 and rewritten into that world's history. Alright, now spawning right here is going to be, one extra activation. Superheroes activate. Alright, at the start of each round, roll a die. On a 5+, hits cannot be assigned to him in this round. He's ignored by target priority. Okay, so he activates. He's got 2 actions. So we've got 1, 2. He just moves closer. That's all the spawning. So the bystander that spawns is Okoye. Okoye, fierce and loyal. Name, Okoye. Occupation, driver, bodyguard, skilled warrior, field director of the Agents of Wakanda. Base, Upanga, Bernanzana, and Wakanda. Height, 5'8", weight, 160 pounds, eyes brown, hair black, shaved. First appearance, Black Panther Volume 3, Number 1, September 1998. Okoye was a warrior who hailed from African nation of Wakanda. She was a member of the Dora Milaje, or Adorned Ones, the bodyguards of the King of Wakanda. And she is a combat bystander, so she'll do something special if she survives. Anyway, we are going to finish Captain Marvel's movement. She's going to move in there with her next action. And we're going to try Mighty Punches before Miles gets himself defended. So 3 from hunger, 2 for her ability. And that is going to be 2, 3s or higher. So 1, 2, 3 hits, 2 hungers. Not enough to hurt him. So she's ravenous and has 1 more. Nope, she moved in and attacked. No more actions. So that is the end of her activation. She takes a hit from being ravenous. We've done Wasp. Let's do Iron Man. Captain America is also ravenous. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3 and stop there. So he takes wound from being ravenous. Deadpool is going to increase his hunger to get a zombie trait. Gorge, discard after devouring a guard or superhero to heal 1 of your wounds. Okay, well, we're going to go in here. And we'll just end Deadpool's turn because I don't want... We've got 2 ravenous characters and we don't want them to die. Hulk, 1, 2 is going to go there. And Wasp will stay here with Iron Man just in case. We'll pass. So Hulk is done. Oh, Wasp is already done. So yeah, of course she'll stay there. Alright, first enemy turn. Miles is going to activate. Now their attacks automatically succeed, so he's going to attack twice because he has 2 actions. So we'll have Hulk take a wound, and Deadpool will take a wound. So he's activated. She will activate, taking 1 action. Since she's a combat bystander, she actively hunts superhero zombies, so she goes there. Now we're going to spawn in some more. Got 6 troopers. We'll spawn in on number 1. And then we have 2 specialists. Alright, so that is that. And it is the start of a round, so Miles is targetable this turn. It's not a 5 or higher. So we are going to flip over all. Hunger up. He's already ravenous. Hunger up. She is already ravenous. Hunger up. She is now ravenous. Hunger is 1. We're going to start with Wasp, and she's going to go here. No. Yeah, she has to. She's going to go here and attempt to devour. She can only affect one figure at a time with a devour. There's plenty of hits. So she devours a trooper, goes back down to 0, and still has 1 action left. So she is going to attack 2, and you may ignore target priority. Well, not beneficial. Well, she ate 1, so she's up to experience 2. I probably forgot an experience earlier. I probably messed up the experience. It's okay, though. 6 and 3, so she hits 2. Gains 2. So she's at experience 4. Probably shouldn't have moved her in there, because now when stuff spawns, it's going to be awful. We're going to do Iron Man is going to zap into there. Yeah, 1, devour, attack. Okay. So 3 dice, plus 1 for hunger. I'm looking for 4s or higher. So 3 hits. Bzz, bzz, bzz. So experience 5. That's 1 action. He's going to stay there. He'll take another zombie trait. Actually, does she have? No. Okay. Taunt. Discard during your turn. Select one zone within range 2. All enemies in that zone activate and attempt to move toward your zone. Okay. Well, we will do... That was action, trait, pass. Now we will... She's not hungry anymore. Captain America is going to attempt to devour. So 4 or 5 dice. And he's going to attempt to devour Miles because target priority means the bystander is last. And he needs 4 successes. And it's 4 plus. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's lopsided, so it doesn't count. But he devours Miles Morales. So we'll get the crayon book here. And Miles Morales is now in the zombie ranks, and I can use him in the future if I need to. Alright, that was 1 action. We will attempt to move. So 1, there's 1 enemy here, so 2, 3, because it costs some movement to get out. Captain Marvel is going to go, he's done. Captain Marvel is going to attempt to devour. So on 5, looking for 4 plus. Discard when performing a devour. This attack may eliminate more than 1 enemy. Nope. So there's a success. Wow, close. Okoye is devoured. Okoye's name is in the book. Okoye is devoured. And before Captain Marvel gets 1 experience, Captain America devoured Miles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's still in the blue, but we're close. Alright, then action 2, 3. We're just going to stop there. She's done. Deadpool. We're going to go 1, 2, and stop there. He's not ravenous yet. And Hulk, 1, 2, we'll get him to the exit. He's gone. Got to take care of him first, you know, because Hulk's the best. Yikes. All right, player phase is done. Enemy phase. There are no enemies alive, so we are going to spawn. Oh, wait, they activate. They have 2 actions. 1, 2. Now we will spawn. We get 1 guard. Bring in double pits to Chesty here. And then in the next spawn zone, oh, all troopers. No one. Oh, I think I did that first one wrong. With the activation. Yep. Oh well. Oops. Is it going to change the outcome of the tutorial? No. Would it be a video of me playing a game without a mistake? No. I made one. Realized it later. Not going back to film Miles being right here instead. We're just going to keep going. So that's that spawn zone, and we're done. Okay, new player turn. Oh, Hulk is done. Your hunger is up. You are now ravenous, Deadpool. She's hungry as well. And Iron Man. Okay, well, Deadpool is going to attempt to devour. And we are going to just 2 successes here. Yep, there. Devoured, 0. We're going to gorge. Discard after devouring a guard or superhero to heal 1 of your wounds. So we'll heal, and they have 1 experience. And then action 2, 3 will go there. Deadpool is done. Captain Marvel, 1 will get her out. Exit. So she's done. Then we'll activate Captain America. 1, 2, he will be gone. We will activate Wasp. 1, 2, 3. She's done. We'll activate Iron Man. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. Iron Man is done. And that is that turn. That's kind of why the experience, I'm kind of sloppy at keeping track of it right now, is this is going to be done pretty quick. Enemies activate. 1, 2. They attack Deadpool for 1. And spawning 4 troopers right there. And guards, nope, nothing. New player turn. Activate and hunger up. Activate and hunger up. Activate and hunger up. Okay. Let's do... Deadpool is going to, once per turn, you may increase your hunger to draw a zombie trait. Opportunist, discard before attacking, increase hunger to add +1 dice to results of the attack. Should be, add +1 to dice results. I'm not going to do that. We are just going to instead attack with dual katanas. 3 plus a hunger level of 2 on a hit of 4+. And there's a hunger and 4. So we kill 1. Hunger goes up. 1 is dead. We're now in the yellow. And then that's 1 action. We'll spend the other 2, 3. So the other 2 actions will be there. Wasp is going to use Wasp's Sting. 2 and 2. With an accuracy of 3+ to take out that trooper. And that's plenty. Everything. All hits. So we'll just increase her experience. That's 1 action. 2, 3. She'll leave. And with Iron Man, we'll just move in with Deadpool just in case something goes bad, because you don't want to assume that you're safe even though you're out of range. So we're going to end the turn, and these guys activate. They all try to go 1 space. We spawn in 4 more troopers right there. So there's those 4. We also spawn in 2 more troopers down here. Alright, and now it's going to be the player's turn. Hunger up, he's ravenous. Deadpool can only move. We're just going to go 1, 2, and he's gone. Because he can move. So, pretty sure that's legal. It doesn't say he can't exit the board on the exit when he's ravenous. It just says he can only move and attack. So Deadpool is out. And Iron Man, same thing. He will also leave. So there, I win. Well, in my searches, it appears that there is no zombified Miles Morales. So I have only gained the ability to recruit Thor. So, unless I find one later, Miles Morales is out. Tried to devour New York, and all I got was this lousy Thor.